Hello and welcome to KICSMUN. I'm Mr. Peter, I'm the principal of Khartoum International Community School, and right now I'm standing and getting a little bit wet in the middle of an ancient forest. And what better metaphor for what you're embarking on now? A discussion, a debate, research, cut and thrust, fun, I hope, regards sustainability. So this forest has been here, well, a few hundred, probably a few thousand years. Trees have grown, trees have died. It's been managed by humans to a large extent, but essentially it's a natural environment and a very beautiful one, even in the middle of a northern winter. Do enjoy the debating and get your heads really into what the word sustainability means. In today's world, we need it more than ever. Best of luck, everyone. Have a great time.
Distinguished guests, members of the board,
ambassadors and delegates. Finally, we're here.
Welcome to the KICS Model United Nations Annual Conference.
The circumstances of this opening ceremony are extremely unconventional, quite like the unconventional year we've just had.
This is the year all of our lives changed.
The pandemic has severely tested our sense of community and human unity by forcing us to isolate in our homes. But events like this are proof of our surviving devotion to one another.
It is this same devotion that we must call upon in order to fulfill the goal that we have outlined in our theme for this year's conference.
Protecting our planet.
The march towards sustainability.
For millennia, humankind and the natural world have lived in harmony. A delicate balance existed between our consumption of its resources and what it could replenish. But as human civilization grew and expanded, this balance was disrupted.
Humanity began to siphon our Earth of its natural resources without care for the fatal impacts this consumption would have on other life forms. We began to massacre other animals for the most abysmal of reasons.
Consider the blue whale, the largest and most complex life form to have existed in the history of the Earth. Its numbers have now been reduced to mere thousands, just so that we could manufacture soap. This harrowing story is sadly one of many.
In the past 50 years alone, humanity has reduced the global wildlife numbers by over 70% and now threatens over 1 million species with extinction. We have potentially set in motion the 6th mass extinction in our planet's history. In this endless crusade against the natural world, where we have both destroyed nature and exploited its resources, humanity has ushered in the most pressing threat our planet has faced in millennia: climate change.
The National Academy of Sciences has predicted that by 2070, the homes of almost half of the human population, around 3.5 billion people, will be rendered uninhabitable due to climate change. And make no mistake about it, Sudan will be one of the first nations to succumb to this grim fate, as evidenced by last year's unprecedented floods.
To confront this unprecedented calamity, a new era of unity must permeate our world. We must cast aside our perceptions of racial, ethnic, or national boundaries.
And most importantly, understanding that the life of an orangutan and its home is just as important as any of our own.
That we are all from the Great Plains of the Serengeti and the vast expanse of the Antarctic. That we are from Yosemite, the Atacama, and the Masai Mara.
We are all from Earth.
And it is our job to protect and preserve the futures of all life on Earth.
Only by accepting and embracing this unified identity will we be able to surmount the immense challenges facing our world today.
To the delegates of this conference, it falls on you to promote this message of unity to the world and to develop the solutions to these immense problems. For the past few months, you have been learning the skills necessary to do exactly that. You've successfully weathered the storm that was COVID-19, and just over a year ago led Sudan to its striking emancipation from the shackles of tyranny. And so, just as how we marched for Hurriya, Salam, Adala in Sudan, and how Dr. Martin Luther King marched for the dignity of African Americans in the United States of America, it is now your turn to lead the march to sustainability for the sake of every living being on our planet. Thank you very much.
Hi everybody, my name is Asman Saleh. January last year, I visited a local park with my son and I was really upset at how I saw the animals, how they were being treated and kept in captivity. I took some pictures and posted them online, and within hours the posts went viral locally and internationally, and it started a huge online campaign to save the lions and the other animals at the park. 1 year later, we have successfully built a animal rescue center for them here in Khartoum, on the outskirts of Khartoum, at a place called Al Bagher. We successfully finished phase 1 of our rescue center. We now have 13 lions, 4 hyenas, eagles, cranes, different types of birds, turtles, tortoise, snakes, monkeys, and a lot more coming. We're extremely happy with the excellent team of volunteers that were with us from the start, that helped us achieve our mission, and we're also grateful to all the companies that participated. And we're extremely happy with this opportunity to speak at the MUN event this year. We encourage everybody to visit our website, sudananimalrescue.com, to learn more about our story and to pay us a visit and to support our mission. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2020 has definitely been an unprecedented year, with COVID-19 and worldwide economic turmoil. At the same time, however, entire regions across the globe have been rapidly destabilizing, hence making the Security Council at KICSMUN XV equally unprecedented. Our first topic discusses the contested land of Nagorno-Karabakh. While it does belong to Azerbaijan by law, it is populated entirely by ethnic Armenians. This dynamic has caused endless ceasefires broken, lives lost, and humans tortured as the two countries fight to claim that land. The question of Somalia is an equally pressing issue, with its civil war spanning decades. With no formal government in charge and terrorist clans running rampant, it falls on the Security Council to put an end to this multi-generational conflict. Delegates, our voice was the only weapon we used during the 2019 revolution, yet we emerged triumphant. I urge you to harness the power within your voices and use it to excel in council and make for a fierce and electrifying debate. Thank you.
The United Nations Environment Assembly tackles the largest and most relevant issue currently facing mankind: climate change. Being at the forefront of climate action, the Assembly meets to create international environmental policies. Our theme for this year's KICSMUN conference is the threat of our increasing and sustainable existence, and the topics we will be addressing are the protection and conservation of biodiversity and the promotion of renewable energy. This year's online conference brings with it a new set of challenges, and we commend our resilient delegates for their efforts and contributions and wish them the best of luck.
We live in a world full of injustices and oppression, and it is our duty as global citizens to ensure that we promote and protect the rights of every human on this planet. For the first topic in this year's Human Rights Council, we will be discussing the ethnic cleansing of the Rohingya in Southeast Asia, a stateless Muslim minority exiled from their home and persecuted relentlessly for decades. The second topic explores the world's largest humanitarian crisis, Yemen, specifically looking at the situation of children in Yemen. Marianne W. Aldman, a children's rights activist, once said, "If we do not stand up for children, then we do not stand for much." A challenging conference is ahead of us, but delegates, the time has come for you to make a global impact. It has been a pleasure working with the KICSMUN team and each and every single one of you. I wish you the best of luck and a productive conference.
This year, the ICJ will be discussing the case of Costa Rica versus Nicaragua. The case looks at the illegal construction and troop movements along the San Juan River, while our other case, Ukraine versus Russia, focuses on the financing of international terrorism. We, the International Court of Justice, believe that these cases are not only important for international peace, but a step in the direction of achieving global sustainability. I'd like to take the time to thank our advocates and judges for their passion and perseverance. The ICJ can be a difficult council at the best of times, and 2020 certainly has been an exceptional year. However, our judges' endless commitment, both in and out of ECAs, has made it a pleasure to guide them. Finally, I'd like to wish all the advocates good luck in their upcoming debates.